Today we are going to train our back. Yes, of course, with a little bit of calf work for my own good. The first thing which we are going to do is dynamic stretching. It only takes, I have realized the more number of times I do it on a regular basis, the more efficient I become in performing the act or the stretch. I would not call it a stretch because sometimes people have the misconception of holding it for more than 10 seconds. It's a dynamic movement. We are just going through the flow. We're just making sure we have good mobility. So I only take 3 to 4 minutes of the entire movement, which is the greatest stretch for 4 to 5 repetitions on each side, and sit in a deep squat for at least 10 seconds. That's more than sufficient. And move on from that to the bird dog pose, just to strengthen my core, or at least add a little bit of core strengthening. It doesn't make a much difference because there is not much of work happening in just doing 4 to 5 repetitions each side. I'm just doing it consistently on a regular basis to keep sure that, or make sure that my glutes, my core, my abdominal muscles, my lower back muscles all work properly, and I'm able to have the good mind muscle connection before I start lifting heavy weights. Now for the first exercise, we are going to do the regular T-bar rows. So you can do this chest supported also, absolutely fine. If you prefer to, if you're for any reason not unable to do these, or you don't have such a similar kind of setup, you can do a regular chest supported rows. That's absolutely fine. Now I have done 4 sets of these, 15 repetitions each set. Try to go to failure as much as possible. By failure I mean unable to perform a repetition without compromising my posture or shifting loads onto my lower back unnecessarily. Right now, the way I am positioned, all the load is coming onto my lats and some onto my glutes, because my glutes are trying really hard to keep me in this particular position while the weight is trying to pull me out. The glutes are trying to keep me straight up before rolling forward. Now as you can see, I prefer to use the smaller plates just because I get a little bit of extra depth, because if I use a bigger plate, I touch the ground very easily and I don't get the stretch. That's the only reason I use smaller plates, load as much as possible and perform the reps with those. Post completing those, I moved on to a closed grip lat pull down. I'm using this, I think it's called a military press bench, because it's on this particular bench it's easy to perform military press. I'm not sure, but it's basically a half back support bench. So I'm sitting chest facing the back of the bench, so it basically stops me from leaning way forward, so I can control my repetitions, and from there I start pulling back. Did it make a difference a lot? Yes, because I'm doing it on a cable crossover machine. The setup helped me in terms of focusing more on my lat pulls and not worrying much about how I sit or how I move. So if you have a regular lat pull down, I think you should be fine, or a regular seated rowing machine, you should be able to execute this pretty easily. For me, once done with those, I moved on to pull-ups. I have done 3 sets, neutral grip, as many repetitions as possible. I was managing to get around 6 to 8 repetitions, and I was taking a break of around 30 to 45 seconds. So yes, that's all I could do it, and we are pretty much done with our exercise routine. That's it for today. I hope you liked the workout. If you did, please do drop a like, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. I finished off with a simple vertical hang to stretch out my lats, just create some decompression. You can also do other kind of back stretches. It's not necessary you need to do a vertical hang. It's just that when you do a vertical hang, you're also training your forearms for endurance. So yes, 1 minute hang, good way to stretch out your back and also train your forearms. So yes, that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Have a good day.